Onward to Oregon, set forth on the rugged path to the Willamette Valley, where choices matter and fortune favors the bold. Manage your resources, make critical decisions, and navigate the wilds. Ready your wagon, pioneer, the trail awaits.
Howdy, y'all! This is capacitymoon90, and welcome to the game called War and Peace, the Civil War Trials. Hello, is there buffalo here? Should I kill this creature? On the one hand, it would make a lot of meat, but on the other hand, that meat could go bad really quick. There's no way I'd be able to eat a whole bison. I'd have to donate some of the meat. I mean, don't get me wrong, that would be very nice. What's happening? Fire! There's smoke and fire on the far side of the ridge. We better go check it out.
Thick smoke rises from Fort Kearny, the first resupply point along the trail. James pulls out his rifle. Whatever it is, he's not turning back.
Well, we can't just let them out there rather than paying. Who knows, someone might be in trouble over there. I gotta get over there and make sure that everyone is safe, no matter the cost to me.
Our heroes advance toward the ruins. With weapons drawn, an old man and a girl are the unlikely guardians of whatever remains of this battlefield. She's not joking as her voice pierces the silence.
Whose side are you on?
Me, ma'am? I'm an American. Yeah, and she asks what kind of an American. Why, madam, I'd still like to say I'm a Yank through and through. Part of the good old US of A.
You picked a side. I could have shot you for choosing wrong.
I tend to choose right when there's a gun pointed at me.
Forgive our manners, recent events left us a bit jumpy. My name is Ambrose Whitmore, a renowned scientist and inventor. And this young lady is...
Maggie Whitmore, renowned for her good looks and trigger-happy fingers.
In the soil of challenge, we plant the seeds of our resolve.
With each fold of this flag, let us remember our fight for peace, home, and each other. You've shown your colors, and they match ours. Welcome to our fort, you're one of us now.
This fort has been a sanctuary for travelers for decades. Rest as long as you need.
Thank you. That's mighty kind of you. I'll have to get started right away. Oh. What would you like, ma'am? Oh, you're gonna give me something? But I'm just a guest here. Oh, keys to my own cabin, yeah.
Amid smoldering ruins, a new alliance rises from the ashes.
This fort, it's been hit hard. How long have you been under siege?
We've been targeted for weeks by this little rascal called
Bill Morrill, at your service. The leader of the partisan militia and rightful owner of this fort.
You're the rightful owner of a kick in the butt.
Ha! I suggest you run while you still can.
I would rather stand as the last Whitmore than run as the first. Let's clear the rubble and rebuild the walls before he gets back.
Okay, I'll do that, but I'm just gonna have to warn you, my pappy never taught me how to build walls before. Let's see, what kind of structure are you using? Wood or stone?
With our walls rebuilt, we can breathe a bit easier.
A soiled meal would ease our guests even more, Father.
We are quite famished from our journey.
Right you are. Let's get a farm up to feed everyone.
Alright, let's start building a farm. It's a pretty small farm, but whatever we got.
Now, to secure our supplies against looting.
A warehouse, perhaps?
Exactly, you're catching on quickly.
Alright, let's start building a warehouse. Just to make sure that we get all our food, supplies, and whatever in a safe location. Perfect.
Do you think that's gonna stop me from looting your resources?
It's time for a barracks. We need trained troops ready.
Something's telling me that we need to build a barracks to get troops on our side. Otherwise, they're gonna come at us with a full army. Let's see. This should help us.
I can handle myself just fine, but a few good soldiers would help.
Alright then, little missy. Let's start putting some troops to good use.
We need those troops yesterday.
Don't worry about it, sir. I know of a special trick that can make any soldier move faster than you can say oops.
These troops must be led by a capable commander.
And who might that be?
I'll call in a favor. Let's go to the tavern and meet an old pal of mine.
Alright, let's take a look and see who this old pal of yours is. Does this mean I'll be collecting more?
You have received 10 commander talent parts. This allows you to recruit a new commander.
Dr. Whitmore, I came as soon as I heard.
Just in time, our new recruits are eager to meet their commander. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to complete my latest invention.
Typical of my father, always on to the next project, but I think we've made good progress today.
I concur with that. Now, let's see what I can collect. Alright, the next storyline. Let's move on.
Maggie and Bill come head to head in a clash that will define their fates.
Commander Sherman, what should we do next?
The best tactical step is to seize control of the surrounding territory. We need to head out into the map and clear out partisan threats.
Alright, you heard the man. We gotta get out of here and go straight on to mobile territories. And take out those Confederates. At least I think they are, because now that they mentioned it, it's kind of confusing the way which character is which. But, you know, I'm not gonna judge it too much. And there we go! We just took out...
We cleared the partisans without sustaining any losses. Yet we should build a hospital to treat any future casualties.
one hospital coming right up. Perfect. I hope it never gets to it, but what happens if our hospital gets full?
Then, our troops become imprisoned by the enemy. We need to build a prison so we can exchange prisoners and liberate our troops.
One prison coming up. Of course, actually, we're all Americans. Put on the same soil, we'll figure it out.
We should save a cell for my father to keep him from wandering off.
Not since he went off to work on his invention.
Neither have I, but we could build a telegraph to pick up information.
Oh, a telegraph, like those old classic phone services. Cool! I've always wanted to try that Morse code stuff. It seemed rather cool to me.
The telegraph is complete. Let's see what news we receive.
I'll head over and get the telegrams. There's nothing about Mr. Whitmore. Only a telegram about enemy troops.
Don't tell me it's...
Bill Morrill, at your service. You dared to attack my partisan. Now face the consequences.
He is furious about our last attack. I love that.
Men, to arms. Take your positions.
Affirmative, sir! Hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip hop. Okay, I gotta stop saying that. Okay. Ooh, looks like they got a decent army. And horses? Let's see, we got... we got a battalion. I'll accept that.
Nice walls. Do you think they will keep me out?
Let's find out, shall we?
With pleasure, partisans, charge.
Men, stand your ground, fire at will.
Yes, sir! Open fire, troops! Yeah.
My cavalry will trample you in the dust.
We must reinforce our flanks, artillery. Take aim, men, with me.
Nobody retreats. Fight, you dogs.
Victory is ours. Aren't you getting tired of losing, Bill?
You may have won the battle, but I have won the prize. Look who I have here. We found this little rat roaming around, looking for trouble.
Father, don't you dare touch him.
I'm sorry, Maggie. I was out researching my new invention and I lost track of where I was.
Don't worry, he'll be locked up so good in my prison he won't get lost anymore.
Be brave, Maggie. I promise I'll get your father back.
There he goes with the enemy troopers. Don't worry, Maggie. We'll get your father back no matter the cost. But I guess this means on to the next story. Let's see what other troubles we got in store for us.
James resumes his perilous journey, driven to rescue the captive father.
He took my father. We must follow him.
His troops retreated east, towards Oregon. I will follow him.
Don't worry, Maggie. Your father is a tough nut. Morrill doesn't know what he's getting into.
Besides, the fort and its people need you here.
All right, James, then my hope rests on you. Bring my father back.
You can bet on that. Goodbye, and keep this fort growing until I return. And so we went off on our way to see if we could rescue Maggie's father. The problem is, we needed a map, and we had to find out where we were going. We hit troubles along the way. First off, we had to come across a river, and luckily some Native Americans were able to help us out. All we had to do was pay the toll, and they drifted us safely across. Only you might call them Indians, but I'd say they've been here before us. And, well, something tells me they know a lot more about this area than I do, so I gladly accepted their offer. And so our journey continued. It was long, hard, and potentially treacherous, but I thought it would be a good idea to at least upgrade our fort just to make sure that any, well, trouble did not come back to our residence. In the meantime, I also thought it would be a good idea to reinforce our reinforcements, if you would, making sure that all our troops were staying in tip-top shape, and if there was to be another attack, we'd be ready for them. With guns ablazing and machine guns prepped. Heck, maybe we could even train some men to be on horseback. I always did trust them horse riders. And those cannons, ooh, those really pack a wall. With Abraham Lincoln as my witness. Okay, let's take a look. Since I knew what trouble we was getting ourselves into, I thought it'd be best to see if we could get ourselves some reinforcements for our reinforcements, just to make absolutely certain that we don't run into any more trouble. Now, that being said, I had to join in the lines. Now, that wasn't the problem. The problem was making sure that I could give them help every 24/7. Now, Every day I have to make sure that I collect some free supplies that were scattered all about, even around our little homes and horses. And again, we could use a new commander too.
Benjamin Franklin Butler was a significant and often controversial figure in American history, known for his roles as a Union Major General during the Civil War, a politician, lawyer, and businessman from Massachusetts. Here's a summary of what can be told about him. Early life and career. Born in Deerfield, New Hampshire, on November 5, 1818. Educated at Exeter Academy and Colby College, graduating in 1838. Established a successful law practice in Lowell, Massachusetts, primarily as a defense attorney for working-class people. Entered politics as a Democrat, serving in the Massachusetts House of Representatives, 1853, and Senate, 1859. He was known for championing working-class issues and the rights of naturalized citizens. Civil War service. Appointed a Major General in the Union Army in 1861, largely due to his political influence. Played a crucial role early in the war by securing Baltimore and re-establishing rail connections to Washington, D.C. Commanded Fort Monroe in Virginia, where he made the landmark decision to refuse to return enslaved people who came into Union lines, deeming them contraband of war. This policy helped set the stage for emancipation. Served as military governor of New Orleans after its capture in 1862. His rule there was highly controversial, earning him the nickname, Beast Butler, due to policies like General Order No. 28, which stated that women insulting Union soldiers would be treated as a woman of the town plying her avocation. He also allowed his brother to engage in illegal trade advantages, enriching both. Despite the controversies, he also established the first regiments of black U.S. soldiers in New Orleans, pushing for black citizenship.
But with all that being said, I thought it would also be a good idea to reinforce our walls and houses and farms. You know, give them a little bit of a tune-up or upgrade. You know, just in case if, you know, whoever comes back doesn't come back 10 times stronger than they normally would. That being said, there were a few things that I needed to upgrade first, before I decided to go all willy-nilly. Luckily, most of the upgrades that I could do were free, and they happened instantaneously. The others, well, they needed convincing. Either way, I still managed to get everything up in tip-top shape. And then again, I had to wait for others to be finished before, well, more production was needed. Either way, I still managed to get everything fit as a fiddle. Though I felt like something was clawing under my skin, like I know that I needed to focus on something. Ah, a college! Perfect!
Bill's back, and he's more ruthless than ever. His plan, imprison Maggie, just like he did with her father, and claim her fort by any means necessary.
Little did I know that Morley plotted his revenge against the fort, against Maggie, against her father, against everyone. And it looked like I had no choice. I had to follow up, try to take back what's rightfully ours. I had to rebuild fast. No, not buy anything. We ain't interested in buying what you're selling. Now, let's see. I could... Yeah, it may take some time, but... Yeah. Okay, what else can I do? Upgrade. I could go for the instantaneous bit, but unfortunately, I feel like that would be wasteful. Thank you! And collect. And, let's see, gotta help. Oh, no, I'm no VIP. No. Let's see, yeah, I'll start off with that. And that is unfortunately all the time I got left for this particular episode. So I want to say thank you everybody so much for watching. Make sure to hit that like button, share, and to subscribe. And check out the other list of videos that I've done before in the past. Thank you, and I will see you all in the stars. End transmission for now. Bye-bye!